So this is part 3 of your teacher program video tutorials. This is about B-roll. Hopefully you've gathered a lot of B-roll from online with screen captures, or you've got some MP4s downloaded. You've shot students in action during class time. You've received photos from those teachers. Whatever you're going to use as B-roll, you need to make sure we are not just watching the teacher talk for a minute and a half, because that's pretty boring. We want to get a glimpse, an idea of what students can expect from the program when they get into it. So what I've done is I've found some videos of the Scratch program that Mr. Kaminsky was talking about, and I've scrubbed through. I've set an in and an out point somewhere along here just to show that this programming here makes this little character jump. So not very exciting, but that's how it is. Here's one thing I want to share with you about B-roll, you guys. B-roll will go on the video 2 track, V2. We also don't want any audio coming in, and this is crucial, guys. So I'm going to really show you guys this so you get it in your brains about it. We need to disconnect the audio source from our B-roll. Okay? If you just look what I just did, I disconnected our audio source. That means when we import any B-roll video, the audio will be not there. Okay? So I'm going to scrub through. If you notice, we have these breaks here. Okay? This is where we want to put B-roll over top of. Okay, we want to cover those what are called jump cuts or straight edits. We want to cover those points so it doesn't look unnatural. I'll show you what that looks like here. If we just watch this.
Python, and then once you've kind of got the basics under control, you're Scratch. You're using Scratch. It's whatever it may be. Number one.
We don't want to have those awkward skip moments where it looks like he's, I don't know if you guys remember Max Headroom from the 80s, anyways. So we want to cover these edits up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this video clip here, make sure we're on the V2 track, and I'm just going to drag it over and do an override edit. You see it's going to cover that up. And I can trim that if I want, okay? And I can slide that, it'll tell me the new duration. Usually we only want your B-roll to be, 3 to 5 seconds or so. So I'm just going to trim that a bit so it's a little bit shorter. If you need to move it around after, it's pretty easy. Just move it like that. If you find it snapping to things you don't want it to snap, just press the N key on the keyboard to unsnap, and then you can move it freely. So here's my next B-roll. This is one of the things Mr. Kaminsky was talking about. I'm going to set I for an in point there. I'm just going to scrub through and press O for an out point there. And I'm going to override edit that. So that's going to be there. And this is where we have an edit here that is kind of choppy or sloppy. I want to put in this person doing an iPhone app development. I want that. So I want someone doing some app development here, some app programming. Let's do that. Let's set an in point there and an out point there. And let's do an override edit. That was clearly too long. That was a minute. Let's just do something like that. About 13 seconds. And we're just going to fill this up with B-roll. We'll worry about whether it's relevant. You guys will worry about whether it's relevant for yours. Here's a game, this Beans game that I did a screen capture of. And this is about 5 seconds. And let's see what else we got here. Let's do a rock, paper, scissors thing here. And let's do an override edit there. Okay, so that's pretty much going to be where we are with our B-roll covered on top. We're going to render this, and we'll come back and do our finishing touches.